everybody. My name is John Mendez, and this is going to be my presentation for establishing classroom procedures for students for class SEC 510. Today is March 10th. In the introduction process, greeting students into the classroom, it's important for teachers to greet the students as they're coming in, because that kind of sets a tone for the students as they're coming into the classroom. And it also lets the students know that this teacher is someone that really cares. But it also allows the teacher to have a personal interaction with the students and creates a great first impression. Once the students are coming in, it is important to have them in a seating arrangement. Having them in a seat can be helpful for the students if they're coming into a new class and not knowing who's coming in and who's going to be around them. So as the students are being seated, they have a fair understanding of as the individuals come in, they have a fair understanding who's going to be around them. But it also helps the teacher to be familiar with the students as they come in. After the seating is done, the teacher can then present themselves, create an introduction for the students. When doing this, the teacher is giving the students a background of who their teacher is, what they have done, where they have gone, and it kind of opens up their eyes a bit and then the students know who their teacher is. In doing so, this creates a personal relationship between the teacher and the student. Once the teacher is already done with their introduction, then the teacher turns it around to the students, which allows them to introduce themselves to not only to their teacher but to their peers as well. Allowing the students to present themselves in the class may be awkward, but this will help them to learn to speak out in times of class during discussion and allowing their classmates to also know who they are. Once that's done, then the teacher can then begin to go over into classroom expectations. Here, the teacher will break down what is needed to inform the students of the standards that will be expected of them while attending the class. It is here that the bar will be set to a level that will grasp the students so that they can set a goal for themselves with the new rules that are being mentioned. Expectations. Uh, the first off is going to be the behavior in the classroom. As the teacher giving this out to the students, behavior will always behavior students' behaviors will always be courteous of others and respectful of those that are around them. There is no need for unwanted behavior such as foul language, name calling, or bullying. Students are expected to behave in a professional manner and and, and a respectful manner, as well as the instructors in the class. So, even as teachers, even though that we're going to be the leaders in the class, we need to be respectful of our students as well. At any time, students are to refrain themselves from any disruptive behavior, such as conversing with their neighbors or students around them. Teachers will intervene and ask them to stop and respect the environment of others. Failure to do so will result in being sent to the principal's office punishable actions. In the rules, work teachers here need to set the guidelines for the students, especially when it comes to their work. Work will be turned in on time and on the dates that are posted within their course calendar. Late work will be counted as such, as points will be deducted for the time that assignments are turned in late. However, students are unable to turn in the assignments due to family medical emergencies. The parents need to call the school front desk or teacher to inform you of the circumstances hindering the student from turning in late work. So there's a bit of flexibility that can go with that. Another one is going to be the positive classroom environment. In this classroom, we are we are a community and one that will accept responsibility for their own actions. The classroom is a representation of a safe and comfortable place to succeed and challenge our learning abilities. It is here that a positive learning environment is made for the students and the teachers. All right, rules and procedures. We'll be going over be respectful and courteous. All passes and restroom passes. Please stand up, go to the back of the classroom. Heckling will not be tolerated. No hats or shades allowed to be worn in the class. Be respectful and courteous. Treat those as you want it to be treated. There is no need for aggression or any form of violence in the classroom. Respect the areas of those around you. If you need help, please ask. Raise your hand. Failure to respect other space will result in after-school detention. Future events will result in visiting the principal for further action. So in doing so, I mean, you're setting the ground rules for the students, and it lets them know that hey, this teacher means business. But even as a teacher, we have to be firm with how we dictate things within the classroom. Hall passes and restroom passes. Hall passes are to go from the classroom to parts of the school that students need to go to. They are not for meeting others or wandering the hallways and school grounds. Failure in following their directions will result in privileges being suspended. Meaning, if the student kind of loses the trust factor. If the students caught wandering around the school and not where they're supposed to be, there's a trust issue. Restroom passes are for that purpose only. They are not for using cellular devices or meeting others in the hallways or gatherings in the restrooms. Failure to do so will be detention. Call the parents. Understand these privileges will not be taken because students have to go to the restroom, and I mean it's common sense. If the students got to go, you got to let them go. But there can be actions that are being taken. You keep track of the student and their time limit. What it is. I mean, granted, we really don't know what they're doing, but if a student's taking too long, the teacher can go and knock on the door and make sure that the student is okay. However, students will be monitored and reported if need be. All right. As a courtesy to teachers when lecturing in a class, if you are feeling sleepy and unable to stay awake, please raise your hand and ask to go to the back of the classroom. And return to the seat once you are ready. Granted, some lectures that can go on forever, and the students will end up getting sleepy, and I call it a rubberneck, where their head is just bouncing around and they can't keep it up. So, I mean, give the student the opportunity to say, hey, go ahead and stand up, go to the back of the classroom. Or if they do it upon their own, I mean, that shows that they are a responsible individual. But let them know, going to the back of the classroom does not mean talking to other students. If caught, you'll be told to return to your seat. All right, and heckling. Any form of disrespect or making unwanted gestures or comments to other students will not be tolerated in class. Failure of compliance will result in notifying parents and the principal. If this becomes a repeating offense, removal from the class may be recommended. So, granted, this is where a kind of bullying steps in, and it needs to be enforced. No student deserves to be bullied or heckled in any shape or form. So, teachers need to be on their best observation to visually understand, when a student is being violated of such events. No hats or shades allowed in the classroom. Students are to respect the classroom of the teacher and of the environment of the class. Students of any gender will not be allowed to wear hats in the classroom unless there is a medical condition that allows them such action. Students will be asked to remove their headgear. If they fail, they will be asked again. If the student fails to respect the request of the teacher, the student will then have to pick their head up from the principal or vice principal's office. So action will have to be taken in one shape or another. Consequences. I wrote about 4 actions: verbal warnings, verbal communication, uh, movement of student in the work area, and letters to parents. Students will be given a warning of their action, and the teacher is to document events that have taken place and the time and date. It's important that when there's issues like this that arise, a teacher must have some type of form of documentation of the students' actions and behavior in the class. Students will be students will receive a verbal warning. Students will be seen after class and talked to. Here, the teacher will find out what may be the student's inability to adhere to the rules given by the teacher. Communicate with the student, notify them of their actions. If they continue, they will be held accountable for their unwanted actions. Let the student know that you, as the teacher, are there to help them to succeed. If the student fails, and we're going on to the next one, if the student fails to adhere to the teacher's response, the teacher the student will be moved to a dedicated place in the classroom, preferably near the teacher. So the student understands that they're under a watchful eye. If the student continues, a call to the parents will be needed to be done and notify them of their child's actions and have a plan for a possible solution. Communication with the parents and inform them that there is on-site help, possibly such as school counselors, therapists, to help understand the student's disorders. If there is no change, and going into the last part here, which is a letter to the parents, if there is no change in the student's behavior, and will be given to the student to give to the parents, the teacher will follow up and sure that the student is given a note to their parents so they are aware of the possible actions that need to be taken, along with the administrative and along with the parents. And technology, good and the bad. A brief overview of the types that are being used, the reasons, and also the distractions. The good and the bad. Technology is what is being used in the classroom, in today's classrooms. The good about technology is that the information is now at the fingertips of the teachers and the students. For the teachers, technology allows for the use of navigate through assignments and lectures and presentations, using the internet to find places that students have never seen and things that students never thought of seeing. But it also helps the teachers to really broaden the students' minds about things that a teacher can find and present to them. For the students, it allows them to research items faster and helps them to expand their imagination in finding material that can be helpful to them in the classroom. However, the bad is students become complacent with the need for the use of technology and not take the chance or the opportunity to venture out and see the sights and areas of interest with their own eyes. Another bad is that technology can have a bad moment where computers can crash and leaving the student unable to turn in their assignments or lose them because they save them on their computers. Best case scenario is to teach the students that taking notes by hand is one way of no crashes or losing of their homework. Types of technology that are used happen to be laptops, desktops, computers, and cell phones. And for the distractions or the reasons, today the two that are used the most are the laptops and cell phones. The reason is due to their size and ease of use. If there are no place to place a laptop, then the student's going to use their phone. So a lot of times there's going to be students that they have their phone and their computer battery dies, so they ask the teacher, "Can I use my phone to take notes?" And sometimes the teachers will allow it. And other times it'd be best to just write their notes down on a piece of paper. And for the distractions, because technology is used so much, students end up having distractions. Social media happens to be one of the major issues amongst teens and older adolescents. Teachers will need to monitor students and ensuring that they are following along with the class and viewing the work as it is being done. Informing the students about the use of technology in the class, when it is to be used and when it will not be used, will help the teacher to lessen the usage of their devices and create less distractions. However, if the student is to pick up their phone and they are caught using a verbal warning, will need to be said to the student that time. Going to comply will result in the student having to go pick their phone up at the principal's office. Understand the classroom management is vital, not only for the teacher but for the students that come into the classroom. Setting the standards and expectations for the students to adhere to what is needed of them will create a structure and discipline. With the rule and procedure, it is vital that the students know that they can be held accountable for their actions. If they see fit to undermine the teachers and those who care for the students, safety is the main importance for the school and for all the students. Consequences and failures to comply with the previous may result in actions leading to students and parents being informed of possible actions that may be taken against them or their students. Students who feel that they are exempt of such actions need to be aware that they are not exempt. As for technology, teachers need to understand that they are the ones who set the rules in the classroom and not the students. If the teacher tells the student, get the laptops out, then they're going to be working with the laptops. However, students need to be aware of the distractions that using their devices in class can be a distraction, not only to them, but to their classmates as well. Monitoring the usage in the class is just as important. Overall classroom management is one of the foundation layers that can help create a safe and successful environment for students and teachers. So these are my references that I've used throughout my presentation, and I'd like to thank you guys for hearing me out.